Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, Ron from FunctionBuilt-Aquatics. And I want to discuss what I feed my plecos in the Rio Jingu setup. So I'm using these kebab sticks to deliver the zucchini with a suction cup. I found this method to be a cool way to develop little stations in the tank where the plecos can feed and sort of stay away from one another and not have direct competition and get fresh with one another, as I like to say. I also found it to be a good way to deliver a prawn. You could run the shish kebab stick right through the prawn, and it allows the plecos to scrape on the prawn and feed on it without breaking it off and without me losing it somewhere in the tank, especially with this water flow. Now, the water flow in this tank, half of it is cut back in the evening, so the only thing that's running in the evening are the air pumps, the Fluval FX6, and one water pump. The two main water pumps up top, I shut them off when the lights go off, so it allows the food to settle down so the plecos can get to it at will. The dry foods I'm using are the Ebo foods. I get them from JL Aquatics. They are the U.S. distributor for Ebo. I love the sponge soft grain, which mimics the diet as close as you can get for the Golden Nugget plecos. And the same for the spirulina soft grain, which is a nice plant-based material to add to beef up that nice protein-based but plant food in their system. It's great for the plecos that prefer more green in their diet. I do have some pseudocanthicus in this tank, and they're starting to convert over from the prawn to the blackworm pellets. But the blackworm pellets are readily accepted by most of the fish in the system, and the blackworm pellets are a good source of pure protein. So aquatic foods I use for the blackworm pellets, Ebo foods for the sponge soft grain and the spirulina soft grain, and of course the rapashi for the gel-based food. So as you can tell, these are the foods I prefer to use as far as dry commercial foods. These, in my opinion, are the best foods on the market for these freshly imported, still wild-caught plecos that we're getting out of Brazil and out of the Rio Jingu, until someone starts working with the Medusa plecos and the golden nuggets in great numbers. The only fish available are wild caught. So converting them over to pellet foods takes some work, takes some time, but can be done if you're willing to put the work in with the fish. Now, the food that I love to use in essence would be the rapashi solvent green. We're going to show that food next. That food is very easily mixed up, and what I do is I typically throw some minced garlic in it to increase the scent. So this is the rapashi solvent green. This is an awesome food for fish that love to eat that. I would call it the Alwich and the detritus type foods that like to be consumed by certain plecos. So you get the sponge based with the Ebo, and the rapashi covers you on the Alwich and the green based gel form. This food is awesome, holds up well in the tank with high flow and high temperature. And so far, I'm very, very, very happy with what these fish are feeding on. So this is what I feed the plecos in the Rio Jingu. It's not rocket science. Occasionally, I will throw in some frozen and raw mussel, but these are the foods I go to depending on their girth. Stay tuned for more. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, like, and comment.